worked at a Rolex supplier. They rejected 99.999% pure gold for not being good enough. I once worked for a company that made parts for Rolex. They were extremely strict about quality control. For example, if a batch of 500 parts was made and even one of them was found to be defective, the entire batch would be rejected. This was because Rolex believed that if one part was defective, there was a chance that other parts in the batch could also be defective, even if they hadn't been detected yet. Rolex also had very high standards for the materials used in their watches. They would only accept materials that met their exact specifications, and they would often reject materials that other companies would consider to be perfectly acceptable. For example, Rolex once rejected a batch of gold that was 99.99%, 999% pure, because it didn't meet their exact specifications. Rolex was also very strict about the way their watches were assembled. Each watch was assembled by hand, and each step of the assembly process was carefully monitored. If a watch didn't meet Rolex's high standards at any point in the assembly process, it would be disassembled and reassembled until it did. Overall, Rolex was one of the most demanding customers I ever worked with. However, their high standards were also one of the reasons why their watches are so highly regarded.